Welcome back to another edition of Gary's Record Collection. We haven't gotten to these guys yet, but this is the first time out. The Rolling Stones. I think this is going to be the first Stones album that I ever had, and it was a live one. It was Still Life from the American Concert 1981. Here is my copy. Love it. Look at that color. That's great on there. It's a gatefold, so it means you open it up, and it's like there's the front and the back. On that, and on the inside, there's the band. All right. Interesting. It was a gatefold album, gatefold cover, but only one album. They should have made it two. Inside the cover, the sleeve inside is awesome because it has all the stickers for all the radio stations and all the appearances that they made, all the cities that they stopped at. So I live near Syracuse, so right here, there's 94 Rock. God, I love that station. 94 Rock presents the Rolling Stones. There was another rock station in here, too. Here it is, right here. And we get the light off it. 95X presents the Rolling Stones. So both of these are represented on here. Man, this is great. This is why people were all upset when CDs came out, because it said, you're going to take this artwork and make it 4 inches, 4 inches tall. And it's how do you make this that small and be legible? And the answer is you don't. So what a great album artwork, album insert. There was actually a single for it too, for Going to a Go-Go. They used the same artwork basically for that. And it was same front and back too, which was pretty cool. And so, this is, at the same time that this came out, then there was also the film Let's Spend the Night Together. That was from the 1981 tour. And the songs, although they played basically the same songs every night, the versions between the film and the album here are different. And then you have the radio broadcasts and the pay-per-view broadcast from Hampton, the second to last night of the tour in 1981, which has since been released, but those videos were actually played on MTV and then VH1 Classic later on, famously with Satisfaction with all the balloons coming down, and then some dude runs on stage and Keith Richards takes his guitar and just kind of swings it like a baseball bat and whacks him and dispatches him off, and it just kind of goes right back into playing again. So what a that's ultimate rock and roll right there. That is the bad boys of rock and roll. So here we go. This is how it started, and this is how everything started. They had Take the A-Train playing in the background before they launched into their first song. So let's listen along.
Thank you very, very much for waiting, New Jersey. Would you welcome, please, the Rolling Stones?
Nice intro by Bill Graham there. Love it. Mick taking his time to get into the first lyric. And as Bill Graham mentioned, that is from New Jersey. They, let's see, where was that? That was East Rutherford, New Jersey. So, and it was like that East Coast tour in late November and in December, because they had to be indoors because the weather was, absolutely terrible. You can't do outdoor shows at that point. Cut number 3 on side 1. I love this because this version is faster than the original, and it's like, this is one of those songs where it's like, you can play it faster, and you can play it even faster, and it's great. And the faster it is, the better it is. It's Shattered. And it goes on, and it's just like, you hear the original on the radio, and it's like, it's slow. It's like, play it faster. This is what we love. I love it, at least. And that's why I mention it. So there you go, Shattered. There were a couple of songs on this album that they played on the tour that weren't Rolling Stone songs. They were cover versions, but they earned a slot into the first half of the show. 20 Flight Rock.
Not
25 Rock was released as the B-side. There was another single that came out on the album, the live version of Time Is On My Side, and 20 Flight Rock was on the other side of it. Only a minute 48 though, so pretty short song. The first single, and I had it there, was like the another cover version. The B-side was Beast of Burden, but the A-side, Going to a Go-Go. I always thought it was interesting that was the single that they chose. I mean, if you look at it in the fact that they have never released that song before, it makes sense. Is it their most popular Rolling Stone song of all time? No. But it's variety, right? Speaking of probably their most popular song of all time, this is probably why I got the album, because it was probably played on the radio all the time, including this live version, Satisfaction. another song that you can play faster. And then compare it to the original studio one, it's like, that's slow. Now, like, play it faster, man. That's the best way to go, at least in my opinion. So this 1981 tour, I mentioned the pay-per-view in Hampton. There was the film that came out, Let's Spend the Night Together. I actually worked with somebody in Syracuse who was a photographer at a news station, and it was his job to go to the concert and get the first 3 songs. And this is pretty common, where the local media will be allowed in to shoot the first song or whatever, so it can be on the 11 o'clock news. Nowadays, you go and you just plug into a box. Everybody's getting the same feed, probably the switched feed from the screens. But back in the day, back in 1981, there was no such thing. So your camera guy had to go out. He's put his camera on his tripod on sticks, and got the first couple of songs, and that's what they were only allowed. And I'm going to give you a preview. I have the whole thing on my channel. You can find it there. But here is Undivided Fun. Man, this is great because this footage is, 42 years old now? The way this worked was, this footage is only second generation. So what that means is it was recorded on a 3/4 inch tape, a 20-minute tape. It was like huge at the time. And then the guy brought it to me at work, and I dubbed it to a BetaSP, not regular home beta that was in the 80s, but BetaSP was a professional format in the 90s, very good quality. And then I digitized it off the BetaSP, so you're getting second generation here. Yeah, it's 720 by 480, but there was no HD back there. But for videotape from that era, looks great. And even though it was recorded on 3/4 inch tape, and a lot of times you'll get around the edges, you'll have all of these lines and everything. That's like when it makes a dub of a dub of a dub of a dub. So this is pretty clean because it's right off the master. It's one generation away from the master tape. So there you go. So this is on the channel, and you can watch it, the whole thing there, and it's just a great thing to. It's just a snapshot in time, right? With the Stones, and the Stones played. That was at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, New York. They played 2 shows, and they sold out both. So it's like 50,000 people each night, because the Dome at that time was only a year old, and they were just bringing in some concerts. And here come the Stones are going to play over Thanksgiving weekend 2 nights. It's like, absolutely, it was a big deal back then. So. Yeah, that was all part of the 1981 tour. So there it is. This is the album that came out, Still Life. Too bad it was only one album, and it could have been a double, and it would have been great. But you can get the other shows from the tour by either getting the movie Let's Spend the Night Together or the Hampton 81 concert, which came out on CD maybe 10 years or so ago. And there's a video too, a Blu-ray and a DVD. So there you go. The Rolling Stones, Still Life. Hope you enjoyed it. We will see you next time on Gary's Record Collection.